Hey everyone, today we're brushing warm lotion onto our hands in the quiet of morning as sunlight filters through the curtains and the world hasn't fully woken up yet. There's a softness in the air, like your skin still remembers yesterday's kindness. You glance at your reflection, and maybe growing older isn't about fading. Maybe it's just becoming softer in a world that always asked you to be hard. So before you get too comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you truly enjoy what we do here at Golden Beauty. Let me know your age or just say hi and tell me your favorite self-care ritual these days. Now take a deep breath, maybe put on your coziest robe, and let's begin today's reflection. You look in the mirror one morning, maybe while brushing your teeth or smoothing moisturizer into your cheeks, and something pauses you. You're not unhappy, you're not unwell, but there's something in your reflection that doesn't quite match how you feel inside. You feel full of stories of laughter, of resilience. You've walked through storms and come out wiser, but the woman in the mirror, she looks a little worn, maybe a little tired around the eyes. Maybe her glow has softened to a dim flicker. It's a quiet disconnect. You still feel beautiful, but not in the same way you used to. And that's okay. You're not chasing your younger self, you're honoring who you are now. Still, a little part of you wonders, is there something more I could be doing? You've tried the creams, you've followed the beauty routines. Maybe you even splurged on that serum everyone talks about, but your skin still feels dry, your hair's thinner than before. And no matter how much blush you pat on your cheeks, that radiant glow you remember just isn't there. And it's not about vanity. It's about feeling aligned, about seeing a reflection that mirrors your vibrant spirit. Here's the thing. Most people don't talk about sometimes the real shift that changes how you look. Doesn't begin on your face. It begins inside your body. Quietly, invisibly, biochemically. And that's what today's reflection is really about, not another beauty trend, but the inner nourishment that helps your outer radiance reappear. Like a candle that never stopped burning, it just needed the right oxygen to glow again. So, if you've ever felt like your reflection doesn't quite capture who you are, you're not alone. And you're not imagining things. There's a way to feel more radiant, and it doesn't require chasing youth, just returning to the woman you've always been underneath. You may not feel it happening, but after 60, your body begins a quiet transformation. It doesn't announce itself, it doesn't come all at once. It's in the way your skin feels thinner on your hands, the way your cheeks lose that plump bounce, the way your legs bruise a little more easily. These aren't signs of something wrong, they're signs of life continuing. One of the most important shifts is the natural decline in two key proteins, collagen and elastin. These are what once held your skin firm and smooth like a well-woven silk scarf. As they lessen, your skin begins to sag a bit. Fine lines whisper across your forehead. You may notice folds near your mouth or softness around the jawline. At the same time, estrogen levels drop, especially during and after menopause, and this affects more than your mood or energy. Estrogen is tied directly to blood flow and hydration. Less estrogen means your skin gets less oxygen and fewer nutrients. That's when the color fades. That's when dullness quietly settles in. Then there's moisture, or rather the skin's growing struggle to hold on to it. You might notice dry patches, itchiness in winter, skin that feels tight after a shower, that supple, dewy texture you once had. It takes more effort to maintain now. And underneath it all, your cells are constantly battling something invisible: free radicals. These unstable molecules caused by things like stress, sunlight, and pollution damage your cells faster than your body can repair them. Left unchecked, they accelerate signs of aging. But here's the good news: just because these changes are natural doesn't mean you're powerless. In fact, once you understand them, you can begin to support your body in the most graceful, effective ways. Think of it like tuning a beloved piano. The keys still work, the music is still inside. But with just a little care, a little nourishment, everything plays more beautifully again. You've probably done what most of us do: walked into the beauty aisle with hope. Maybe you stood there under fluorescent lights, scanning jars that promised firming, lifting, or age defying. You picked one that felt right, maybe even a little luxurious. You took it home, applied it gently night after night. And yet, your skin still felt dry. Your eyes still looked tired. The radiance didn't return, not in the way you hoped. It's not your fault, and it's not that those creams were bad. The truth is, most topical products, even the expensive ones, can only do so much. They sit on the surface of the skin. They soften, they hydrate, but they don't reach the deeper layers where real aging begins. It's like watering the leaves of a plant without ever touching the roots. Underneath your skin, your cells are busy. They're repairing damage, they're building collagen, they're fighting oxidative stress. But as you age, they do it more slowly and they need more help. That help doesn't come from a bottle in your bathroom. It comes from nourishment your body can actually use at the cellular level. That's why internal care matters so deeply. When your body is missing essential nutrients, it shows on your skin. You can layer on serums and moisturizers, but if your cells aren't getting what they need from the inside, you're just painting over a deeper need. And here's what many women don't realize. After 60, your ability to absorb and use certain vitamins decreases. Even if you're eating well, your body might not be getting enough of what it truly needs to support your skin, your hair, and your energy. But once you give it those missing pieces, those deeply restorative nutrients, the shift can feel almost magical. Your glow returns not as a trick of makeup, but as a reflection of true inner vitality. Beauty begins within. And sometimes the most powerful beauty ritual is a glass of water, a deep breath, and a quiet promise to care for yourself from the inside out. Let me introduce you to Susan. She's 67, retired from her work as a school librarian, and still full of curiosity and life. Her days are gentle and rich, walking in the mornings, tending her flowers, sharing tea with friends, FaceTiming her grandkids on Sundays. In so many ways, she feels younger than ever. But something began to shift. Susan noticed it quietly at first, the mirror catching her off guard. Her skin looked pale, a little dull. Her once bright eyes seemed less defined, like the light behind them had dimmed. Her hair, always soft and full, started thinning almost overnight. Her face cream, the one she'd used for years, suddenly felt like it wasn't doing anything at all. And it wasn't about wanting to look 30 again. Susan didn't want to erase her age. She just wanted to feel like herself, radiant, lively at home in her reflection. So she did what many women do. She bought the collagen drinks she saw online, tried a trendy serum that promised miracles, even treated herself to a facial for her birthday. Still nothing changed. And that's when life in its quiet way stepped in. One morning at the farmer's market, Susan ran into an old friend, a woman she hadn't seen in years who happened to be a retired nutritionist. Over coffee, Susan shared how she'd been feeling. Her friend listened carefully, then said something that stayed with her. "You're treating the outside, Susan, but the real change starts inside." She explained how after 60, the body becomes less efficient at absorbing certain nutrients, especially the ones that support skin, hair, and energy. She named 3 key vitamins most women overlook, ones that quietly fuel the glow Susan thought she had lost. So Susan began something simple. She added those vitamins to her morning routine, just a few capsules with her tea every day. No big declarations, no expectations. And then 6 weeks later, her neighbor asked if she'd gotten a facial. Her walking partner said, "You're glowing today." Susan laughed because the truth was she hadn't changed her makeup. She hadn't bought a new cream. She had simply begun nourishing her body from the inside out. And now so can you. Of the 3 nutrients Susan began taking, the first was something you almost never hear about in beauty circles: vitamin K2. Not to be confused with K1, the vitamin that helps your blood clot. K2 has a quieter, more elegant role. It's like a skilled interior designer who rearranges what's already there, making everything flow better. Specifically, K2 helps direct calcium to the right places, like your bones, and keeps it out of the places it shouldn't be, like your skin and arteries. Why does that matter for beauty? Because when calcium builds up where it doesn't belong, it hardens tissues. Your skin can start to feel stiff, less elastic. The softness you once had gives way to a roughness you can't quite explain. But when K2 is present in the right amount, it helps maintain skin's flexibility, that smooth, supple quality we associate with youthfulness. In one small study, women who added K2 to their routine noticed firmer skin and improved circulation within weeks. Circulation matters more than we think. It's how oxygen and nutrients reach your skin cells. And when circulation improves, so does color, texture, even that subtle glow across your cheeks. But here's the challenge: K2 is hard to get from food alone. It's found mostly in fermented foods like natto, a traditional Japanese soybean dish with a smell and texture that's not exactly easy on the palate. It's also in certain cheeses and egg yolks, but even then, you'd need to eat large amounts consistently. That's why many women like Susan choose a gentle supplement form, particularly MK7, which stays in the body longer and works more efficiently. If your skin feels slack or dry, if your hands bruise easily or your legs feel restless at night, K2 may be one of those missing pieces. Not a miracle, but a quiet helper guiding your body back to balance. Like a silk ribbon pulling everything into place softly and visibly beautifully. Next on Susan's list, and perhaps the most dazzling of the 3, is Astaxanthin. It's a name you might not recognize at first, but once you do, it's impossible to forget. This vibrant pigment, found naturally in wild salmon and krill, is one of the most powerful antioxidants known to science. Imagine your skin as a delicate garden constantly under threat from harsh elements, sunlight, pollution, stress. Astaxanthin acts like a protective greenhouse, shielding every delicate leaf and petal from damage caused by free radicals. In fact, it's over 500 times stronger than vitamin E and thousands of times more potent than vitamin C when it comes to defending your skin's youthful glow. Studies show that women who took astaxanthin daily for just 8 weeks saw visible reductions in fine lines and age spots. Their skin became more hydrated and elastic, especially around the eyes and cheeks, those telltale places that show both time and care. Astaxanthin doesn't just protect your skin from the inside, it acts like nature's internal sunscreen. It helps guard against UV damage, reducing the formation of sunspots and wrinkles. This means your skin can face the sun with a little more grace and recover with greater ease. But getting enough astaxanthin from food alone can be a challenge. You'd need to eat wild-caught salmon or krill in generous amounts every day, which isn't always practical or appealing. That's why many older women choose a daily supplement, just a small dose each morning with breakfast to nourish their skin from within. Astaxanthin is like a warm amber light glowing softly beneath your skin, a secret warmth that shines through even on cloudy days. For Susan, it became a daily reminder that her beauty wasn't just about surface care, it was about protecting and nurturing the skin she lives in deeply and kindly. The third vitamin Susan added to her routine was one you might have heard of before: biotin, also known as vitamin B7. While many think of biotin as just a supplement for hair growth, its role runs deeper. It's a vital player in supporting the health of your hair, skin, and nails by helping your body produce keratin, the strong protein that gives structure and strength to these tissues. As you age, your keratin production naturally slows down. That's why hair feels thinner, more brittle, and sometimes falls out more than it used to. Nails become fragile and prone to splitting. Skin can become dry and flaky no matter how much moisturizer you use. In clinical studies, women who took biotin supplements consistently for about 3 months reported noticeable improvements. Hair became thicker and stronger. Nails stopped breaking as easily. Dry patches on the skin softened. These subtle but meaningful changes help restore a sense of vitality that goes beyond just appearance. They remind you of the resilience woven into your very being. Of course, biotin is naturally found in foods like eggs, almonds, avocado, and sweet potatoes. But as with many nutrients, your body's ability to absorb and use biotin diminishes with age. This is why a daily supplement can be so helpful, especially one that's combined with other B vitamins or collagen to support overall skin and hair health. For Susan, biotin was like a gentle thread stitching strength back into her hair and nails, helping her feel whole again. It's not a magic pill. It's a steady friend, a reminder that beauty grows from nurturing the little things that hold you together. When you care for your body like this, every strand of hair, every nail, every inch of skin begins to tell the story of a woman who knows her worth, not despite her age, but because of it. Now imagine your body as a garden, a place of quiet beauty, resilience, and ongoing growth. Each day, your skin blooms like petals unfolding under the gentle sun. But just like any garden, it needs more than surface care to flourish. The vitamins we've talked about, K2, astaxanthin, and biotin, are like sunlight, water, and rich soil. They don't just decorate your garden, they nourish its roots. Without proper nourishment, even the most vibrant flowers will wilt, and no amount of watering the leaves can fix that. So when you think of your skin, think of it as living soil that needs tending, moisture that needs replenishing, and nutrients that need feeding. This metaphor invites patience and kindness. It reminds you that your beauty is not a quick fix or a trend. It's a living, breathing part of you deserving of steady, thoughtful care. By feeding your garden well, you give your skin the foundation it needs to hold onto moisture, rebuild collagen, and repair itself. In this way, your beauty becomes an act of gentle stewardship, a daily practice of love that blooms slowly, gracefully, and with deep strength. Water is the quiet hero in every story of radiant skin. You may have heard it before: drink more water, but it's worth repeating because hydration truly is everything. Imagine your skin cells as tiny sponges. When they're well hydrated, they're plump, elastic, and glowing, ready to bounce back from the day's stresses. Without enough water, they shrink, becoming dry, rough, and less resilient. Drinking 6 to 8 glasses of clean water each day isn't just good for your skin, it's essential for your entire body to function at its best. Water helps flush out toxins, supports circulation, and assists your body in absorbing the vitamins you're taking. And it doesn't have to be plain water if you don't want it to be. Herbal teas, infused waters with slices of citrus or cucumber, even brothy soups contribute to your hydration. For Susan, keeping a pretty glass bottle by her favorite chair reminded her to take sips throughout the day, turning hydration into a gentle ritual rather than a chore. So, next time you feel a dry patch on your skin or notice a lack of sparkle in your eyes, reach for water first. It's the simplest, most nurturing beauty act you can give yourself. Like dew gathering on a soft morning leaf, hydration is a natural renewing kiss for your skin and soul. Just as hydration is vital, so too is the soft kiss of morning sunlight. You don't need hours of sunbathing, just 10 to 15 minutes of gentle exposure to the early light can make a profound difference. Morning sunlight helps your body produce vitamin D, a key nutrient that plays many roles supporting skin repair, balancing hormones, and even lifting your mood. When you soak in those first rays, you're telling your body it's time to awaken and thrive. This daily sunlight also supports your circadian rhythm, your internal clock that governs sleep energy and cell regeneration. When your rhythm is in tune, your skin repairs itself overnight more effectively, and you wake up with brighter eyes and a clearer complexion. Susan made it a habit to step outside with her morning tea, feeling the cool air and gentle light on her face. It became less about vanity and more about connection to nature, to herself, and to the rhythm of life. Think of sunlight as a soft symphony that plays beneath your skin, awakening your cells and encouraging a deeper kind of glow, one that comes from feeling alive, rested, and at peace. So, the next time you open your window or step onto your porch, let the morning light wrap around you like a warm shawl, reminding you that beauty is as much about being present as it is about appearance. Food is one of the most intimate ways you care for yourself, and it's more than just sustenance. When you choose whole, colorful foods, you're feeding your body the cofactors it needs to activate and use the vitamins supporting your skin and energy. Think of leafy greens, berries bursting with antioxidants, fatty fish, rich in omega 3s, and healthy fats like avocado and olive oil. These foods nourish every cell, helping your skin stay supple, your hair shine, and your nails grow strong. For women over 60, digestion and absorption can slow down, so focusing on nutrient dense meals becomes even more essential. Susan found joy in simple meals: a spinach salad with walnuts and citrus roasted salmon with sweet potatoes, a vibrant bowl of berries for breakfast. Eating well isn't about restriction or rules. It's about honoring your body with kindness and choosing foods that make you feel vibrant from the inside out. When you savor each bite, you're not just filling your stomach, you're nurturing the roots of your beauty garden, helping every cell bloom. Remember, beauty isn't just skin deep, it grows from the rich soil of love and nourishment you cultivate each day. Sleep is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked beauty secrets you have. During deep sleep, your body shifts into repair mode, increasing blood flow to the skin and producing the collagen that keeps your skin firm and elastic. Lack of quality sleep shows up immediately on your face: under eye circles, dullness, puffiness. But when you prioritize restful, consistent sleep, you give your skin the time it needs to regenerate and refresh. Susan discovered that by creating a gentle nighttime routine, dimming lights, turning off screens, and allowing herself to unwind with a book or soft music, her sleep improved. She woke up feeling restored, her skin glowing softly in the morning light. Sleep also balances hormones, supports energy, and reduces stress, all of which play a role in how radiant you feel and look. Think of sleep as the silent healer, quietly stitching strength and beauty back into your body while you dream. When you honor this sacred rest, you're gifting yourself the deepest kind of self care, one that reflects in your skin's natural glow and your spirit's light. Stress is a sneaky thief of radiance. When your body feels overwhelmed, it releases cortisol, a hormone that breaks down collagen, the very protein that gives your skin strength and elasticity. Chronic stress can speed up visible signs of aging, leaving your skin dull, tired, and more prone to wrinkles. But the good news is you have tools to protect your glow. Even just 10 minutes a day of gentle breathing, stretching, prayer, or quiet reflection can lower cortisol levels. These small moments of peace allow your body to reset and heal. Susan began to weave these calming rituals into her day: a soft breath in the morning sun, a slow stretch before bed, a quiet moment with a cup of tea. These acts became her anchors, helping her feel grounded and radiant. Think of stress like a heavy cloak that dims your light. Each mindful breath helps you shed that weight, revealing the glow beneath. Caring for your emotional well being is as vital as caring for your skin. When your spirit feels calm and centered, your beauty naturally shines through. While nourishing your body from within is the foundation, gentle care from the outside complements and supports your natural beauty. You don't need an elaborate routine or a dozen products. What matters is simplicity, kindness, and consistency. Look for fragrance free moisturizers designed for mature skin ones that soothe rather than irritate. Ingredients like hyaluronic acid can help your skin hold onto moisture, while a gentle vitamin C serum may brighten and protect your complexion. Susan found that by switching to a minimal routine focused on hydration and protection, her skin felt calmer and more comfortable. Remember, your skin is delicate, especially as it changes with age. Treat it like a cherished garment, soft, respected, and cared for. This outside in approach is like wrapping yourself in a soft shawl, a quiet gesture of love that enhances the glow you're building from within. Together, inner nourishment and outer kindness create a radiant harmony that shows in your skin's texture, tone, and vitality. You return now to the mirror, but this time with a different gaze. You no longer search for a younger version of yourself. Instead, you see the woman who has weathered seasons with grace, whose beauty is woven from every laugh, every tear, every quiet moment of self care. The vitamins you've embraced, K2, Astaxanthin, and Biotin, are not magic, but they are powerful allies, nurturing your body's natural wisdom and glow. Your skin, your hair, your nails, they reflect the care you've given yourself, from the inside out, like a garden blossoming after gentle tending. You understand now that true radiance isn't about erasing time, but honoring it. It's about softness, strength, and the quiet confidence that comes from being deeply known by yourself. So each time you look in the mirror, may you smile gently, recognizing the beautiful, vibrant woman who continues to grow and shine just as she is. This is your season of grace, your time to glow not despite your age, but because of it. As the day winds down and the light softens, take a moment to breathe in what aging has taught you. You've learned that beauty isn't a race to turn back time, but a tender journey of self respect and nourishment. You've discovered that the most profound glow comes from within, from the nutrients you feed your body, the love you offer your spirit, and the gentleness you show your skin. Every wrinkle, every silver strand, every quiet line is a story, a testament to resilience, laughter, and living fully. So, as you rest tonight, wrap yourself in gratitude for the woman you are, wise, radiant, and deeply beautiful. End of script. Have a beautiful day.